Hey, Facebook Live. Hey there, YouTube. So, I am going to sit here and I'm going to spit out some encouraging words for anyone who's listening. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It really doesn't. I did title this, What Are You Waiting For? Because I feel like when I look around and I see my Black men and women who can and who do want to be doing so much more with themselves, what are you waiting for? Like, we have had this pandemic come across and it has made a bold statement, and we need to seize the moment while we can. And what I'm saying, what are you waiting for? I'm saying all this time that we had to be locked in and be in the house, we should have been utilizing that time to be creative, um, looking at your resources, what you can do to better yourself, better your income, and looking at your resources that are within your community. A lot of people got to get off their rusty dusty and go down to your local town and start asking questions. Or better yet, which I love, you know, Google whatever it is you need to know. Or, get on YouTube and put in whatever it is you're trying to learn and see what comes up. That's a start. But we can't just sit on our butts and expect money to fall into our laps. Okay, so right now people are looking at, oh well, I'm getting this stimulus check. Okay, we got that stimulus check, and then everybody's, a lot of people on unemployment. But you know what? I'm here to tell you the unemployment after the 31st of July is going to decrease for number one, because they will hopefully continue. I'm saying hopefully because nothing is sketched in stone. Continue with the unemployment. And if they do, the amount is going to decrease. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not going to stay at $600. It's going to go down to, I think, somewhere like $250 to $300. So if you're not doing good with the money that you already have from that unemployment money, you got next month, which is July, and that's going to be your last $600. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, the government and the state Democrats and Republicans want to see us go back to work. So they're talking about giving an incentive for people to go back to work. Like, if I'm not mistaken, like giving them some money to get them back to work. That might work. But if you don't have it within yourself to honestly be a hard worker and want to go out there and grind on the pavement, that's not going to do you no good either. Because you're just going to do that for as far as you can do that, and then you're going to stop. But there are so much talent within us as Black people and Black women. And I, am doing my part and doing what I need to do. And that's, pushing a product to get out on a product line and still working. So I'm saying this hopefully not only just to be blabbing off at the mouth, because I don't have to get on here and say nothing, but to encourage somebody who wants to be better tomorrow than they are today, who's trying to set a standard or who's trying to set a goal for themselves. It's hard out here. I know it's hard, but don't let that stop you. There are, and I do not know the young lady's name. I was watching her on um, YouTube, and hello, 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 hi, hi. Um, I was watching her on YouTube, and here this young girl, I mean, uh, lost her life, you know, and it's sad because she literally got on there and said, that, all Black Lives Matter, which they do. And she said, she was just saying a lot of things, but for the simple fact that someone took her life, and I think it was, and don't quote me on this, um, of our own have taken her life because she was bold enough and beautiful enough to stand up there and say what most people think in their head and won't say. So my condolences go out to her family, and thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Um, so yeah, my condolences go out to her family. But another thing I wanted to say is, you know, maybe we haven't been always given all the information and given stuff like, white people. Like, and I'm going to say, as far as like, a lot of us might not have been grown up under families that would, set the record straight as far as like financial areas. And I'm going to say this, um, learn about stock, learn about mutual funds, and if you have the Cash App, you have access to stock. You don't have to buy a lot. You can just buy a few dollars, but start buying into stock and putting your money into something that's going to be your latter years to pay off for you. Because you can't just get your money and spend it all up right now. You got to try to learn to invest in stock, mutual funds, IRAs, so you have something for your latter years. Um, and I talk to that, to my kids as well. It's so, so, so very important. I'm fortunate enough they have, you know, um, their dad who's, good at that and who pushes that just as well as, I do. So, but for some families, some kids, they don't. So it's good for us as parents as we can to know what's out there, learn it. When you hear another brother or sister talking about it, not that you want to be in a conversation, but ask questions so you are informed and you know what out there and what you can put your money to see yourself buy something that's going to grow later and, really, I'm I'm spitting out some truth here. But I'm going to do a YouTube on some investments that I um, personally invest in and that I think would be beneficial to some other people. If you care to want to learn or know more about that, then you have to check on my YouTube channel and see, um, you know, what I'm talking about and all that. And I would thank you. I will. Um, I would love for people to just be more knowledgeable than what they are. And sometimes it takes, you know, for somebody else to help you along the way if you don't know. And that's okay. And that's okay. So, um, Facebook, I normally don't get on here and do live too much at all, but I just wanted to get on here and bring that to you. And again, I appreciate your time, and I will see you again another day. So you just have a good day. Thank you. Bye. Bye.